Paul Stirling's favoured zone is through the offside, and it's a trademark stroke of his. The most conventional off drive, pierces the covers and finds the first boundary. Beautiful shot for 4. Pierces the gap, good use of the feet, and he'll get 4. Flies to the rope, gets us to the end of the second, 13 for none. Man out at long off, over his head. Didn't feel as though he got it out of the middle of the bat, Paul Stirling. It might have looked even a touch ungainly, but it's the first maximum. It could be the first maximum of many across the next few days.
He's at full stretch here, Paul Stirling. He's made room for himself. Have a look how he's gone leg side and to free his arms, and that's why he's able to swing.
That's a slower ball, and Paul Stirling says, I like the look of that, and I'll dispatch that up into the stands. He had to hold and check his stroke. He did it so well. He gets a second 6 in 2 overs.
Well, this ball hardly got there. It was like a third-class mail delivery. You had to wait for it forever, and it was. He really did well there, Paul Stirling, to actually get contact.
Nicely worked away. It's going to be a chase near the boundary rope, and it's going to reach the rope. Rossiter will add 4 to his tally.
Well, it's clear what he was trying to do here, Jamie Overton, tucking Rossiter up for room, but just strayed a little bit too far onto the pads. Not great contact, but the angle perfect.
This one will run away. Might have been a little miscued, but nothing wrong with the result from an Irish perspective. Well, that, though, is not mistimed. It's a glorious connection. It's another 6. It takes Ireland to 49 from the power play. 6 overs gone. Ireland 49 without loss.
Yeah, brilliant from him. He just shimmied leg side of this. He knows the line that Jamie Overton's trying to bowl. Just missed his length ever so slightly as well. The bottom hand coming through gloriously from Rossiter, showing the real strength that he has. Well, I talked about his strike rate earlier.
Full toss. Stirling gives it the full treatment, goes straight for 6. 4th 6 of the innings, and it brings up the Ireland 50. 55 without loss.
Astounding how he always seems to be ready for whatever delivery comes his way, Paul Stirling. Full, slower, and you don't expect that first up from Adil.
That is high in the air, fielder gathering underneath it, and it's cleanly taken by Phil Salt. First wicket falls, Rossiter gone for 26. Salt takes the catch, and Dawson strikes in his second over.
Yeah, good left arm spinner's delivery. Just takes a little bit of pace off it, gets that bounce. Rossiter doesn't get to the pitch and takes the top half of the bat. Phil Salt makes no mistake. First wicket goes for Ireland, Rossiter. He's gone for 26 from 25. Ireland 57 for 1.
This one, though, has been hoisted. That's gone long, and Stirling knows from the moment he struck it that that's going to clear the rope. Indeed it does. The end of 8. Ireland are 66 for 1.
Dismissive, it just sat up, didn't it? Just too short from Dawson. A little bit of turn just actually made it easier for Paul Stirling in a way. He was settled in position, and he knows if he gets the middle of the bat, it's going all the way for 6.
Second time that he's cleared the front leg to plunder a 6 offside. This one has gone high. Will Jacks is gathering underneath it. He's close to the boundary rope, but he takes the catch cleanly, and Stirling departs for 34. Ireland 2 down, and Adil Rashid continues on his wicket-taking ways.
Again, slow through the air and just holding up a little bit maybe. Came across the ball, Paul Stirling. Will Jacks makes no mistakes. 2 good catches for England, and Ireland's opening pair both back in the shed. Sterling goes for 34 from 22, Ireland 67 for 2.
That one's gone all the way. Very comfortable. Harry Tector launches Adil Rashid over the rope.
And this is a really good ploy, because when it's slow off the surface, the sweep shots can be very effective. He's got a long reach, Harry Tector, about 6'4", gets to the pitch.
It's firmly struck by Tector, beats the fielder in close, races past Bethel, and trouble on the boundary. Sam Curran gets there, but unable to prevent it from hitting the rope. 4 to the Ireland tally.
It just always looked like going for 4 of this. Once it beat the fielder close in, we knew it was always going to be difficult on the boundary for Sam Curran. Put in a good effort. He's left-handed though, so maybe just to his weaker hand.
Do it in the off. And that's not the right line, and it's a pretty tardy piece of work down the leg side too by Josh Butler of all people. You heard the groan, Alan. I think we heard a few English fans groan as well. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 freebies, 5 wides.
Yeah, it's just an untidy piece of cricket this. It's a wide anyway, it's down the leg side. And that's 4. That's just slipped down because fine leg is up inside the circle, so it's the wrong line and length from Sam Curran, and he knows it. England have not been at their best. Their bowling has been just a little off colour here at Malahide.
Couldn't agree more. They've missed their lengths, they've missed their lines. Helped around the corner. Very good batting. Gave himself room outside the leg stump. Dawson did well to follow him, but Tucker was too clever. He gets a boundary to get to double figures.
Yeah, just straying outside that leg stump. It's a free hit for Lorcan Tucker.
Good stroke. Outstanding batting. Pierces the gap perfectly. 2 full from Dawson. And it's another double-digit over for Ireland. 300 plus. That's a full toss. That could be a no ball. One thing is certain, it's gone for 6. And that man, he loves it in the crowd. Turns to the stand and takes a bow to go with it. Well held, sir.
Looks like he might be contracted to Cricket Island. He's got the shirt on. I think he's planted. That's a no. Yeah, I think that's a no ball.
Beauty, an absolute beauty, and given.
The original decision is out, pitching in line, impact in line.
Good placement. Finds the gap and will find 4. Very different for Wood here in the latter stages, nearly into the slog overs now, than up with the new ball at the top.
Yeah, he's going to have to learn to deliver the ball knowing that it's not going to swing, which is often why you see left arm pace bowlers coming round the wicket sides.
Pump towards long off and well over his head. It's a good strike from Lorcan Tucker. Was right into the slot. Well, match your 180, 190. I think Ireland might still be thinking about that distant 200, Alan.
Yeah, Jamie Overton's just about 3 or 4 yards in from the boundary rope. It still would have been 6, but look how far back in the crease.
Very much into the slot. That's not good bowling. Might be a little fortunate from Tector, but it's 4 more. Ireland on the charge here in the 15th.
Yeah, I'm just surprised here now that Luke Wood, his angles have changed here because he's not swinging the ball.
This one though is plundered. 1 bounce over the rope and 150 up for Ireland.
Yeah, difficult to bowl this delivery to Harry Tector. He's so tall, so it just doesn't get up high enough to cause many problems. Went deep, he guessed right, and he went to that awkward area between mid-wicket and long on, where the rope has to come in because of overnight rain.
That's gone. Harry Tector has sent that over the marquee, over the hospitality. Tector 3 away from a half century.
Yeah, look how far forward he has to reach to get this great head position, and gave himself room outside, made it easy.
Might push for 2 here. The call is 2. Pressure on the fielder, and Overton can't collect. Harry Tector brings up his 50. It's his 6th half century. That is high, but glorious and good. Lorcan Tucker's 4 away from a half century now. Lofts current straight back over his head.
Well, the evolution of Lorcan Tucker, it's a continuing feast to watch him. Goes deep, gets the hands right through, and he's really added this to the game.
Oh, he's played that fine. It'll race away to the rope. Tector's within 10 of his highest score in T20 internationals.
Well, not much to like about this delivery as an English supporter. Full toss, 2 straight, and all you have to do is get something on it. Tector, and the form he's in, he's not going to miss out there. Another valuable boundary as Ireland push towards the 200 mark.
Not a full toss, it's miscued, but it's worked rather well for Ireland. Certainly fortune in the result. Ireland 180 for 2, 7 balls remain in their innings. Tector's on 58. As he goes to 1,500 runs in T20 internationals. Wonderful stroke. Tucker knows he doesn't need to run, and Tucker goes to his 50 in style. Tucker to his 10th half century in T20 internationals, and it's come up in wonderful fashion.
What a way to do it. Just shimmies leg side, makes it look so easy. See how close they can get.
Big appeal, and he's walking. Lorcan Tucker's on his way with the penultimate delivery of the Ireland innings. It's 190 for 3 now. He gets a tickle on an Overton delivery that Jos Buttler comfortably claims.
As soon as the appeal happened, he was already walking. Brilliant bouncer. It just keeps rising, doesn't it? Just flicks the glove. Lorcan Tucker knew exactly what had happened, and Jos Buttler won't get many easier catches behind the wicket, but this Malahide crowd have been treated. 152 strike rate, 3 fours, 4 sixes, 55 and 36 for Lorcan Tucker.
George Dockrell. And Dockrell has hit this high. Rian Ahmed is out there, and while he gets a hand to it, he can't prevent it from going all the way. 6 to finish for Ireland. Dockrell has a strike rate of 600. Ireland 196 for 3 from their 20.
Just what you want when you've got one delivery to hit. Helps it on its way. Doesn't really try to put anything on it. Rian Ahmed just didn't look like he believed he was going to get a chance.
Of Matthew Humphreys. You said he's a bright young talent. He's a very bright young man as well. Lasered through the offside. This time there's no doubt about it. It will be a boundary. Dockrell did well to save 2, but it's Gareth Delaney in his 100th appearance for Ireland. He couldn't quite get anything on it.
Far too full, and a little bit of width as well. Just out of the reach, straight out of the middle of the bat, and opening boundary for Salt.
Arm ball and cut away. Buttler cashes in short, not that wide, but gets a good piece of it, gets 4. It's 11 for none.
Just a little bit too wide. Butler gets the hands through. Beautifully placed as well, didn't bother running.
Now, this could have gone straight up, but he's got more than enough of it to go all the way. It's not exactly how Salt intended to make impact. A little slower ball, maybe the leg cutter from McCarthy was picked and pumped down the ground for 6.
A too full. It definitely was the cutter. You could see it out of the hand, unfortunately, as well, so he had plenty of time to adjust Phil Salt.
Width on offer and a drive of the highest quality, a drive that's been hit on the up by Salt. If there's a man in touch, it's the Welshman himself.
Well, you said it, he's in touch. This isn't a power game, this is about placement, and he just waits for it long enough to send it past Paul Stirling, who's in very tight there. You have to get it exactly right to bisect those fielders, and that's exactly what he's done. Right under the eyes, just a tiny bit of width, and that's all he needs.
It will be costly, and it may well nearly cost the maximum. We'll probably have a check here. It's initially indicated as 4 by Kennedy. Might be 28 for none. In a moment it could be 30 for none. Definitely have to have this one checked, I suspect. Paul Stirling comes over for a discussion. It's difficult bowling to players of this quality for a side like Ireland, who hasn't played much cricket this year at all.
Yeah, he'll be hoping this just doesn't hit the Tobler around, but I think from the naked eye it certainly looked like it did. Well, that's you need better eyesight than I have. It's right beside the Tobler, and has it bounced on the ground? It's literally a centimetre.
Yeah, it's as tight as they come, really, isn't it? And that's the best angle we have. So Johnny Kennedy, who'd initially indicated 4, is now going to fold his arms across his chest and say no. And he's clobbered down the ground to start with, just one bounce, and races to the rope. Ominous signs here for Ireland. Salt and now Butler really warming to the task.
Yeah, free hit. That length at that pace.
Butler, well, simply sensational. Plonks it onto the roof of the hospitality tent. Bang bang, 4-6 from Jos Buttler.
A languid strike, this one. Bit of foot movement as well, gets leg side. He knew that with that field Hume had to bowl straight, gave himself room, and makes full use of that bat. Watch out in the crowd.
Mary here. He'll come at him again and again and again. 4-6, now 4 more.
Like a brilliant adjustment from Butler. It's what he's so good at, is adjusting when he's on the move. It's quite wide. Great core strength shown as well to adjust and hit that through the offside for another boundary.
Goes deep in the crease and goes over the head of mid-off. Outstanding batting. Batting of the highest quality. The 4th boundary of the over.
That dot was just a little bit of respite. Just about over one of the tallest cricketers on the field today, Harry Tector. He caught for a second.
The pitch here. Instead, Butler, well, he just dismisses him. There's almost a hint of arrogance in that swagger as the 50 comes up. 22 runs from the... Back live now. Well, it's cannon fodder at the moment. Just one bounce, 4 more. And the runs just keep coming. George Dockrell might have got a half a hand on this, but not enough to stop it from racing for 4 more. Look at that run rate, 18 per over. Ireland being put to the sword.
And unfortunately for Craig Young, that loosener meant he had to put his fielders on the boundary on the leg side. That's exactly where the boundary fielder had been earlier in the opening few overs, but he's had to tighten things up on the offside, just a little bit too wide outside off, and easy pickings once more for England.
Down the leg side, helped away, not the right line, and too easy for a player in Phil Salt's touch as Ben White, the 12th man, does the fielding down by the rope.
Do you know what? You're in bad form, this goes straight to the fielder. You're in form and it gets between them. It could so easily have found its way into the hands of Craig Young.
That's a free hit, and Salt plunders it for 6 more. Put down this time in the crowd. Ireland, well, being taken to pieces here in the first 6.
Hopefully get another chance in the crowd, but Matthew Humphreys has to watch this sail over the rope. Must be nice to be that strong to know that no matter what, where you hit it, it's going to go over the rope.
Yeah, this goes a long way up. It could be the first opportunity in the field. It's taken. Curtis Camper is the one underneath it. And how Ireland needed that, maybe a little slower through the air by Humphreys. Brave bowling, and it gets its reward.
Brilliant stuff from the youngster. He's just been hit around, and to be able to pull the pace back, just take the chance. They've nothing to lose here, Ireland.
Because you don't want to go back. That's going to be 4, isn't it? I think it is. It's just off the thick outside edge.
Bethel off the mark with a boundary. Ultra competitive Barry McCarthy. And this will hurt. Barry McCarthy feels it personally. Hit hard, and that'll beat the fielders. Salt will go to his 50 in style. Another boundary. 6 overs done. The power play is complete, and England 84 for 1 as Salt reaches his half century of 20 balls. Full from Tector, but it might be a wicket, and indeed is. Harry Tector's tossed a full one up. They're going to check to see if it's a no ball, but Phil Salt has just clubbed this down the throat of Comfort, I think it is.
Well, this is not only is it marginal, but if it's deemed a no ball, I would love to see the Adil Rashid to Lorcan Tucker when Ireland were batting. Oh, I'm disappointed to see that, and Harry Tector wants to know a little bit more about it as well, and I think he's actually making the point. Just hearing here, it's not the height, it was for overstepping.
Wonderful shot, had left the bat very, very quickly. Only just evades the fielder. Curtis Comfort throwing his body at it, just can't reach it. Another boundary to Phil Salt.
Just for a moment I thought Curtis Camper was going to pull off the best catch of 2025. Superb effort.
Straight back, just over the bowler's head, and to the rope again. Salt goes to 60, and 100 up for England.
100 for 1 in 7.3 overs. Just think of those numbers. This has been hit ferociously hard, straight back, and you really don't want your hands getting in the way of.
Cut away. While he didn't concede a boundary in his first over, he'll concede at the start of his second. Bethel with another boundary.
Oh, this is such a good shot. It's a little bit of width on offer from Harry Tector, but that has been whipped with such great hand speed late.
Clubbed straight back over the bowler's head. Another 4 back-to-back boundaries for Jacob Bethel. He's the kind of batter who, despite his relatively young age, has enjoyed successes in a variety of different roles already in his international career. Coming in relatively early this innings, and looking to take control. This one is hoisted high and long, and that is gone all the way, a very long way. for 6. 4-4-6 to start this over.
Well, I think the idea of bowling off spin to the left-hander Bethell was a good idea, but Bethell is quickly putting that idea to bed. That's on the Portmarnock Road along the coast. This is so wonderfully struck.
Fuller from Tector, he's chipped it straight to the fielder, and that's a glorious, glorious response. Ross Adair takes the catch. Jacob Bethell is on his way for a well-played 24 of 16. England 116 for 2.
Well, the adrenaline is running here. Jacob Bethell, having hit that monstrous 6, wants to keep his foot down on the accelerator, and he's paid the price. The ball wasn't there. The line of the length was not that for him to hit over extra cover. Entertaining while he was there, but the England skipper is on his way back.
Glorious shot, onto it very quickly, and Rehan Ahmed has his first boundary of the innings.
Your margin for error on this pitch is so fine, it's so small, you can't pitch it short of a length. He's come forward with the front foot.
For ICC full test members, that's going to go all the way for 4. 1 bounce. Pulled forward of square. Salt finishes the 10th over with a boundary. England 130 for 2.
Pursed his lips.
Got him! What a way to mark his 100th appearance. It's the burst, taper, fade, the haircut, he tells me, and it's working wonders for his leg breaks. It's just died in the surface, and it goes straight on. One leg spinner gets another. Magic moment for Gareth Delaney.
He says, if I'm not going to get you one way, I'm going to get you another. He's got his man to die on the pitch, down the wicket, over the top of the ball. Ahmed's short stay at the crease ends. He goes for 8, England 130 for 3.
Drags that one down, and that's, well, a free hit really. And Salt cashes in, another maximum for him. He continues along his merry way. It's 137 for 3.
Well, just somewhat spoils the over for Gareth Delaney. A real drag down. He was waiting for Phil Salt. He knows if Gareth Delaney errs, it's going to be short. Step hit 6.
Lasered into the leg side, finds the gap and finds that little pocket. Very well fielded off the rope too. And Salt continues along his merry way.
Well, he was really unhappy with the previous 2 deliveries. Salt goes the same shot, and this time makes good contact, finds the space and finds another 4. Good fielding in the deep.
But this is picked up and pumped down the ground. It's the matchup that's in favour of the left-handed batter, and Curran gets his first boundary. It's a maximum.
At the beginning it felt like maybe he hadn't hit it well enough, and Harry Tector thought he was in with a shout in the deep, but really commits to the shot, Curran, and just a little bit of width as well. Take a few inches closer to off stump and he might have been in with a chance there, Matthew Humphreys, but instead it's 6 more.
Oh dear, that has been picked up and carted away. It's 6 more, and they are climbing into Graham Hume. His first over went for 22, and they have really taken a liking to this medium pace.
So strong on the leg side is Curran. Gets the line and good hand speed as well.
Smashed again from Sam Curran over extra cover. That is a sumptuous shot. There's really some blow this over extra.
Yeah, Gareth Delaney was in the deep. He thought he might be in with a shout, but in the end gets the bat through, whips it over the head at the end as well.
Oh, he's picked it leg side, man underneath it, takes the catch. George Dockrell takes it easily, and Sam Curran's little cameo comes to an end.
Respite for Hume, just a little bit fuller. Picks out the man in the deep.
Oh, that's wide. One-handed, and he's got his man. Ross Adair takes the catch. Redemption for Graham Hume. He's got his man, Salt.
Pushed it wide, Salt chases it. The field set for the delivery. A plan that comes off finally for Ireland. Phil Salt, well, he thought he was getting his 5th century in T20 International. He goes for 89. England 181 for 5.
It slipped for Ireland. Not with that shot. A reverse sweep for 4.
Brilliant batting. He says, right, you can turn it away from me. I'm going to play with the spin. He knows Matthew Humphries is going to try and repeat the dose. Gets it over the man, Graham Hume, and he gets his first boundary.
It's a flick with those wrists again, and it'll be 4. So difficult for the bowler when somebody is so good at these reverse sweeps, and Tom Banton is a prolific hockey player in his early years as well, but it shows you the strength of his wrist work.
And never easy when it's full toss either. A wry smile from the bowler.
Catch it. He's got his man. Nathan Humphries, Matthew Humphries has got his man, and it's Curtis Camper. Well, Bantam wanted to finish it very quickly, and he's paid the price.
Yeah, good bowling from Humphries. Stuck at his task, and he just catches the inside half of the toe of the bat. Curtis Camper makes no mistake, and Matthew Humphries, he took some tap, gets his wicket. Bantam goes for 11, England 191 for 6.
That'll do it. Jamie Overton smashes Barry McCarthy over long on for 4 and wins the match, this first T20 International here at Malahide for England. 190. There's not going to be enough with Salt in this mood.